Howdy and welcome to Retro Repair Roundup, episode whatever the heck this is, 34 or something, for this wonderful Sunday evening. Another Retro Repair Roundup where there is no plan and our ideas don't matter.
We totally have a plan for tonight, Joe. I don't know why. If you had just, all you have to do is come to the planning meeting. To say we don't have a plan doesn't mean that the rest of us haven't met, written everything down.
That's what I forgot to do.
Have scheduled segments that we do on this show, so that way it's not just a meandering dumpster fire.
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was the plan. Meandering.
Yeah.
Are we?
Those are my favorite shows.
Yeah.
Anyway. Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Strossen, editor of Joe's Computer Museum, and our wonderful guests and hosts are starting to my right, I believe you would call it. Left, whatever, over that way is that guy. Go.
Hello, I'm Javier, and I'm here very happy showing my beautiful Kansas Fest t-shirt, Kansas Fest! And in the back, I have an Apple III. So
are we talking about all night about Apple IIIs again?
Hell yeah!
Okay.
Why not? Go, Dave.
Hi, I'm Dave from Dave's Vintage Apple Tech. And yes, I was streaming all day today, and guess what? I'm on this stream today, so there you go.
Hi,
and with my cool friends here. So yeah, and thanks for having me on. And
that's right, the air conditioning's up too low. That's what I'd say.
So anyway, this gentleman down here.
Hi, everyone. It's Ron from Ron's Computer Videos. You might remember me from such medical films as Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore and Mommy, What's Wrong with That Man's Face? And then sometimes on the show.
He's like, I don't know what to do.
I don't know how to follow that up. I'm John, aka Big Bad Biologist. My YouTube channel is the Big Bad Bench, and I fix some stuff, and sometimes they explode some stuff. About 50-50. So yeah, I'll pass it on to Eric.
I mean, you can pass it back. That's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm cool. Eric from Eric's Edge Videos on YouTube, and
wait, you renamed your channel?
From the bread maker? I don't know.
Eric's Edge Videos. Love it.
Well, the videos, because Eric's Edge was taken.
Sure.
I don't know.
You showing up Eric's Edge to me.
Mostly I do programming in HyperCard, and I'm more successful at that than I am fixing things, but I do that too. So gotta start somewhere, right?
Yes. You fix software.
Yeah,
it's all repair.
I write a lot of bugs and then I fix them, because
Yes.
I heard you get paid a bounty for fixing bugs.
99 bugs in the code. 99 bugs in the code. Fix one down, recompile the code. 127 bugs in the code.
Pretty much.
I don't think it counts if you pay yourself.
First part is not a joke.
And of course, absent but ever so missed is Trina. Trina could not make it here tonight. She had a hold on. She just showed up.
What?
Hello. That's crazy.
You are here. Hi, Trina.
This is AI.
Hi.
This is AI simulation.
It's AI, Trina.
Yeah, it's generated, Trina.
We were just about to say you had a whirlwind night last night, wanted to take the day off, but you're here anyway, so hi.
Hi, yeah, no, I talked to Mom for a bit, and then I said, oh, what the hell, I'll join.
Good.
Yay! Welcome, Trina. We missed you.
Thank you.
Trina, yeah, we missed you.
Yes.
Not anymore.
Sorry.
But not anymore. Yeah, thanks, Javier. Love you, too.
So we have a super packed house tonight, and we've got guests and hosts and stuff because me and plans are weird. So let's just follow our normal format and say, what are y'all working on? Somebody go first and tell everybody what your cool new thing is you're working on.
Javier.
I'll go first. As you can see, I put together my Apple III,
Ooh,
and I'm showing off because I'm a show off.
Apple III.
I'm showing my beautiful Apple III working with directly with the monitor and M100.
And
It just turned off,
rings
Javier.
You
turned
show me
off.
exactly when it goes dark. But yeah, it's the only monitor that works directly natively with the Apple III, and that's the only thing that we can see because that's the only demo that works. Anyway, I love the machine. It's beautiful. It's heavy as hell as the monitor, but I wanted to put it together because, of course, Kansas Fest is coming and it's going to be Apple III theme.
Yes.
So, yeah. Other than
Happy
that, I've been doing some little work. I did restore or convert another LCD for the Apple IIc. I show it in Dave's stream. I got it somewhere over there. But yeah, and other than that, that's it. I think that's all I got right now.
What is that monitor exactly?
Which one? This one?
Yeah. In
This
case
is the
people don't know.
monitor. This is the M100 monitor. This is the Apple high-end monitor.
Mhm.
It's an RGB monitor. It's very heavy. It's color. If you click over here, it goes green.
Mhm.
And
Show us how the motorized base or the
Multi-
motorized thing works.
there you go. You click
Oh,
on it,
cool.
and you can see it moves.
Wow.
And then it just goes there and continues moving down. So it goes
Is
up and
this-
down, up and down.
Javier,
That's
is this the
awesome.
monitor you worked on the other night?
No. This is. I don't want to touch this. This is like a gem, and
Yeah.
I would be afraid to really. And
That-
it's expensive, yeah.
That motorized mechanism in there is like impossible to repair if it breaks.
Yep. Yeah.
It uses I don't know, fairy's wings and
Yeah.
silk thread to operate or something. It's weird. It's
I was really, really, really lucky to get it the way it was. It was in perfect condition, and it cost me a little bit to bring it over here. They put it in a crate I think it was a wood crate within something else, and it was inside something. It was super, super cushy, and a lot of cushion and all that. But yeah, it came out and it works perfect.
cool.
So that's one of my babies.
Awesome. Any
Hey.
other cool things you're working on lately? Or is that it?
No, just yeah, that thing. I just got a new computer to do my streams now.
Ooh,
So,
what'd you get?
I got I follow. Oh, look who's there! I follow Ron's advice and got an M1 Mac Mini.
Nice.
So now
Nice.
I'm not gonna be crappy. I'm gonna be a good.
Upgrades!
I was really glad that you said that because I also said, Javier, you should really get your taint pierced. And I just didn't know where you landed on that. So I'm glad. I mean, maybe we'll talk after the stream.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
there you go. That's it.
And
Wow.
wanted to just mention we got another guest who popped in randomly. Justin. Hi, Justin. It might be because I published the link tonight publicly in the Discord, so like everybody's just showing up. That's perfectly fine. The more the merrier. Dave!
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm interrupting people. I have no social skills. I might be autistic. I don't know.
Grandpa had lots to fill me in on.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. Good. Well, I don't have anything as exciting as what Javier just showed us. I mean, that's a really cool monitor. Awesome. Well, let's see. Things that I've been working on. Well, I was trying to repair a PowerBook 1400 CS. What happens with those machines, as you know, is the plastics get very brittle, and where the hinges go on the inside, as you open and close it, they develop cracks. And that was a beautiful machine. Other than that, so I took it apart. I was going to thermally bond the plastic back together because it's not broken all the way through. And then I was going to put like another piece of bonded plastic on the inside as strength to strengthen it up where the hinges go. In theory, it sounded like a great idea, but as I tore into it, I encountered a problem. Number one, all the little brass inserts that the screws go in, they were just breaking off like potato chips, so very brittle.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, yeah, Spindler, yeah. And so anyway, there's a metal shielding on there, and I took it off, but in order to take it off, I had to break all those little plastic tabs off, and then all the things that are connected to it, I have to just tear it apart. And I got to the point, I said, you know what? I'm just going to button it back up. If I find another display, I'll just swap the displays out. That'd be a whole lot easier. And so that's what I was doing. So I put a bunch of glue and stuff on it, and some JB Weld. So I'll wait a couple of days and I'll see if that's going to hold it. And it's to where I can put it back together.
Duct tape.
Yeah, well, yeah, I could do that too. The other thing I'm working on, which will be the last installment, is my G4 conversion project. And so it'll be ready to hang on the wall. It'll have some games on it. And yeah, we'll have a little show with it. So that's pretty much wrapped up. I'll be glad to get that off of my bench and on the wall, because it does take up a lot of room. I did do a video on it not too long ago, because when I went out to check on it, something broke on it and I had to repair it. So yeah, but it's all good.
And are you building that for someone, Dave?
No, just
for yourself?
Just for myself. Yeah.
Okay.
It'll go right next to
I wasn't sure if it was a project for like an outside.
No, it's just
an outside project.
You know how you get these ideas in your head, and it turns into a Frankenstein thing, you know. But
I just got voices in my head. I don't got ideas.
Every time I shake my head, things rattle. Is that normal?
But I do have, Sean from Geek with Social Skills, he's going to be sending me some Mac stuff. I'm helping him out, clearing his shed out. He's got 2 storage sheds full of rescued computers and stuff. And so I'm trying to help him out. And so one of the things I'm going to be getting is a 512 Mac. It's actually in pretty good shape, but I'll dismantle it, take it apart, retrobrite it, and all that stuff. So I'm eager to get that, because I did have originally a 128K Mac when I got into Apple. I bought it brand new the day about a week after they came out. So yeah, and so I've been hooked ever since on the Apple stuff. So yeah.
And Dave is now regretting ever getting rid of the 128.
Of course.
Well, you know, funny you should mention that. We upgraded that to, my father-in-law me at the time, upgraded it to the 512. We made it was called a Fat Mac. It was in Dr. Dobbs magazine. So we just went to the local, in San Jose, it was called Equipment Electronics. You can buy any kind of chip, anything you wanted there. Got the chips, pulled off the old and put the new on, and so made it into a 512. And literally a month later, they came out with the 512 upgrade. So all I would have to do is take the board out. You paid I think it was like $300, and they make it a 512E enhanced. So yeah, so, yeah.
Cool.
So that's it. That's all.
Cool.
Ron.
Hi, everybody. It's Ron from Ron's Computer Videos. Oh, I already did this part. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm going to...
Ron always has something really cool up his
I'm going
sleeve.
to share my screen for a second.
All right.
I was going to cue this up, but I didn't want to actually do this and then interrupt what anybody else is working on. All right. It should be ready, Joe. Okay. Hi, everybody. I got a couple of things that I've been working on recently. And actually, I think if I resize this window, this is something I didn't really know about.
Control scroll. It'll zoom the whole screen.
No. You can... sorry, I'm going to stop that. I'm going to represent...
I see what you're doing. You're resharing.
Yeah, I'm going to share the window, because that makes more sense, because it makes for big reading. See? All right.
Nice.
You're smart. SMRT.
SMRT. So yeah, the whole thing. I've actually got a couple of new models that I put out here on my Fangs. One of which is with many thanks to Steve from Mac84. Everybody and their uncle has a power CD. Nobody has the base for their power CD. Yep. So now you can actually go out here, and I have a super high resolution scan of the power CD base. So what you could do Yeah, so you can just print this up, in one of the PowerBook colored filaments, and then slap your doodad on there, and then you've got a great display piece. Because let's face it, nobody.
Nobody.
The Power
I'm
CD
laughing for
sucked
Trina
when it
on
was
that one.
brand new. It's literally like half. It's not even like 1x, barely, in terms of like real world use. So anyway, you can go out there and you can print that new model.
Weren't those bases normally black?
Yep.
The what?
Weren't the bases normally black, Ron?
No, they're PowerBook colored. So the Power
Oh.
CD is power color, or is the same color as like a PowerBook, because came out kind of around the same time. It's supposed to be portable. I mean, it's got places for batteries, so you could kind of technically take a CD on the road, but I'm not really sure how usable it is, because those mechanisms were made by Philips. They're very, very fragile. If you have one that has a working optical pickup at this point in the game, consider yourself lucky. But I mean, they're still like barely 1x. They're if that. They're not great. So they actually released a version for other platforms. It's serial. The interface is serial. That's how slow it is.
Oof.
So anywho, I also made this other thing just as kind of a joke. It's a take a penny, leave a penny little tray, but it's battery, leave a battery, and it has my new little no batteries logo. You can check that out. I've got a couple other things I'm going to be scanning this week. I recently made something for Eric, who's in the chat here, where if you have a Quadra, like a Quadra 610, Quadra 660 AV, Centris 610, Centris 660 AV, 61 or Power Macintosh 6100. This is a replacement drive door where you can remotely mount like an SD card thing. So if you have you're not going to have an optical drive in that machine, but you want to be able to have a SD card slot. And this prints up really well. I printed one of these at work the other day. It works really good. But I've got a bunch of other stuff that I'm going to be scanning in the next few weeks, especially PowerBook parts. Harder to find things like feet and some of the covers and things like that are tougher to find. I also I've started a GitHub, and I'm using it in completely the wrong way on purpose because I just need a place where I can upload files and have revisioning or versioning and things like that. Because people have asked about several things that I've been working on recently, mostly the remote battery projects. You can download the Gerbers, you can download the building materials, you can download pick and place. You can take this file, you can submit it directly to the PC manufacturer of your choice, and print any of these projects that you want, including the Blackbird, which is you won't be able to see. I don't know if I've gotten around to like uploading photos. No, not yet. But basically, it's a power supply adapter where you can use like an off-the-shelf 6-volt DC power adapter with your PowerBook 510 or 500 series rather, since those require kind of a proprietary power connection. But anyway, there's a bunch of other stuff out here. There's also Glypha, if you remember Glypha, the old kind of the Joust clone. There was a new version of that came out recently, black and white. I actually went through and colorized it. So I reached out to John Calhoun, who is the author of the original game, and I used art assets from the old color shareware or freeware version rather, and updated it all, upscaled everything, and created a patch basically that you can apply to your Glypha Vintage you can purchase on Steam, and then it makes the game color. And nice. I've gotten some good feedback. Kate, the Macintosh librarian, went through and kind of gave me some little things that need to be tweaked and fixed. So I've got like a final 1.0 kind of revision of it if anybody's interested in checking that out. As always, there's things going on over on my store. I've got a couple of other new designs and stuff out there. Some cut and sew t-shirts, which this is something I actually was working with Kate on. To kind of figure out some things, but it's kind of like yoga pants. But it's
I need those.
Well, you should order them.
I will.
Like my Greeked up version of the classic toaster. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna look so good with that. Yeah,
you will look so good with that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Your designs are hot. They're
Yeah.
awesome.
But check out the Battery Buster again. A bunch of the stuff is like $13 for a couple more days. So if you if busting makes you feel good, don't tell Ray Parker Jr. And then also the very last thing I've been working on is I've had a couple of people reach out and they were like, "Hey, I like the designs, but do you make fabric?" Well, now I do. So if you go over to Spoonflower, you can check out. I've just got a couple of designs out there right now. You can use them to make bolts of fabric, and then you can make whatever you would like to make.
Nice.
Don't forget, you can go to ronscompbits.com for links to all of these things and other things that I am conceivably doing at any time. So, thanks.
But you're missing the link for your OnlyFans page.
Because it's only flans.
Okay.
Plans.
So you can go to cooking.com and access that. So
Okay.
Remind me, I want to show something I forgot later.
Okay, go now. I don't care.
poor John. You
Should
got
I?
some-
No, go, John, go. Everybody goes, and I'll show it at the end. Go ahead.
I don't. I mean, I could talk about 100 different projects I got going on. I met Jeremy's Vintage Hillbilly Shack at BCF East. He gave me 2 motherboards to work on. I got one of them working. This IBM XT clone. I'm like 99% of the way there, getting it working. I exploded this IBM 0665 hard drive last weekend on my stream. I'm trying to get that one there. Let's get a better view. Look at this monster.
Oh, we need a better view of the explosion, not the
Wow.
hard drive.
Yeah, I
The
remember
explosion
the
was
fire.
great. What else am I working on? I just finished up this Apple II Plus.
Ooh, baby.
So this thing
Nice.
was so nasty. I can show you some pictures of what it looked like when I got it or when I started taking it apart. So that's what it originally looked like when I started
Wow.
the process.
What's it
We,
say
uh,
down there?
I think it said $50 lot. I don't know.
Okay.
Um,
That
that's
almost
top
looks as
view.
bad as Javier's 2C.
Yeah,
Almost.
well, yeah,
Almost.
almost.
The keyboard
Oh.
was like fuzzy. I don't know
Talking
what the
about
fuzz
nasty.
was. When I got all the keys off, it was rusty underneath.
Oh.
So I had to take the angle grinder to it and take
Yep.
care of that rust. You have to unsolder each of the key switches from this model, so I had to unsolder all
Yeah.
of those, and
Been
some
there.
of them needed to be rebuilt. The screws, this whole machine smelled like a basement, and so it was very moist. And so the screws all got a bath in hydrochloric acid to get rid of their rust, and then they got a little bit of a new technique that I'm developing to blacken screws. So if you have like really nasty screws, there's a couple really nasty ones there. You can see
Yeah.
that one's bad, but all the side ones are good. So once they came out of the hydrochloric acid, I sprayed them down with some beautiful WD-40 and then lit the WD-40 on fire. And that created a really nice black coating on the screws.
Yeah.
It was great.
Mhm.
So I
Nice.
suggest people don't do that, but if it happens to happen, it's a really great way to blacken your
Yeah,
screws.
quenching. Yeah.
That's the
Nice.
poor man's
Good rest.
oil quenching. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
If
Do
it
it in your
happened-
neighbor's mailbox.
It's a great way to preserve rust.
That's
Nice.
awesome, John.
I like how Joe moved everybody around, so it completely.
Yeah, now
I
we
don't
don't
know
know
where
who
it
goes
goes.
just because he wanted to be Jim J. Bullock.
No, I know exactly why Joe did that. So that when he made John big, it was John, not Joe.
All you gotta do
Oh,
is pick the person.
I want to say one more thing though. This Apple II Plus had a corrupted video issue, and I want to thank
Oh.
Rudy's Retro Intel.
Rudy's
He has a beautiful spreadsheet for how to figure out all the stuff that's wrong with your Apple II, and so I tracked all my LS chips. They all work fine. So it wound up being that I needed a new character generator ROM, so I flashed one of those, and that worked great. So thanks to Rudy.
Rudums.
Yay.
Rudums.
Good
Rudums.
job, Rudy.
Rudums. Speech. None. Exit. Fail. Eric.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So lately, I've been working on a text adventure game in HyperCard.
It'd be nice if we could have you big, Eric. Joe.
No, we don't want.
So just as your basic text kind of adventure, you're walking through a forest and you can take items and leave items and talk to NPCs and stuff like that. So having a lot of fun doing some coding.
Yeah, I saw you coding one of these on one of your videos. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to speak wizard.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
Learn.
Apparently, neither does HyperCard.
No, yeah, it's something garbled. Yes. So it's got this, kind of the back end to run things, and then I'm going to eventually have it configurable so you could do your own story, and then an editor for all that.
Oh wow.
Oh man, it's like Mad Lib Adventures.
Yeah. So eventually what I want to do is kind of crowdsource the story for it so everybody could add their own location with their own dialogue and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. Right now there's let me show this really quick. Someone suggested that I add Steve's basement. So you fall through, and it's kind of a post-apocalyptic magical world where everybody's forgotten technology. So there's
Stack
these
of crystalline cubes.
stack of crystalline cubes inscribed with a bitten apple, things like that. And you can talk to the bunny rabbit.
Nice.
You get to it, so there's a bunny, and you can say "talk bunny" or rabbit, and it wiggles its ears, things like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it'll be fun.
You gotta add Steve that he translates the bunny language.
There's a whole bunch of things we could do. The holy hand grenade of Antioch. And,
I mean, you could put an Easter egg in it that take printer and
Even
Even
he
though-
transforms into a goblin and tries to destroy you.
yeah. Anyway,
and the rest of the pile falls over because you do something silly like taking the bottom printer because it looks the best.
yeah, you could take printer and have it attack you because you touched it. Or, it just crumbles into dust. Spindler! That's
Cool.
it. I've been working on. I got about 25 hours into it, maybe. So far.
Nice.
Nice.
Are you developing that on an emulator, or are you doing it on real hard?
Oh no, I'm using my Quadra 610.
Nice.
So I like to use the real metal.
Awesome.
Bare metal. Yep. Trina.
Hi, I'm Trina of Trina's Techno Babble. I'm going to sound like Ron for a second. What have I been working on? Absolutely nothing. I fixed a customer's laptop, put an SSD in it the other day. Woo! And reinstalled Windows. But the reason I turned on my camera was to show.
Yay.
This arrived.
Sure.
I'm still waiting for mine. It's in Ohio.
Yeah,
Oh.
it just arrived Friday, and then I went and picked it up yesterday. So, and yes, I've been working on my social life,
Yeah.
which was fun last
Alright.
night. Got to go play some pool.
What's a social life?
Says
what
the
does it
sir
look
with
like?
social skills.
I think it's something like a Half-Life, maybe. I don't know.
It's a game.
It's a game.
Weird
yeah.
thing, yeah.
Although I do have the G3s to try to figure out what's going on with those. They're Power Mac G3s.
Mm.
I put an image of
They're G4s.
10.4 on it. Oh yeah, G4. Sorry, yeah, not G3s. And
There
for
you
some
go.
reason it boots sometimes and it doesn't boot other times on two of them. So I got to find out kind of what's going on, and one of these days sit down and figure it out, because I would like to sell them and get room back.
Yeah.
Room,
Oh.
what's that?
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
What an illusion.
So that's about it, and yeah, just been puttering around with other things. stripped down a computer the other day that I bought for parts, and I'm going to sell it out for parts. So
Is that the one you lied about?
that's the one I lied about. Yeah. I told the seller was like, "What are you going to do with it?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to use it as my daily driver."
And you implicated me in it, which is the
Yeah.
one.
Oh yeah, because she said, "Well, it doesn't come with Windows." Although the funny part is the hard drive had Windows on it, which makes absolutely no sense. But I said, "Oh, that's okay. My friend Ryan can install Windows for me."
And
I just didn't mention Ryan is like, how long of a trip is it from, like a
I do most of my
3 hour?
support remotely. I've done remote
Yeah,
reinstalls
well,
of
yeah, you
Windows.
could do it remotely. Yeah.
It's not hard.
So yeah, Ryan is going to install Windows on it for me.
Cool.
Cool.
Justin
Justin.
Danger. What you been
Justin
doing?
Danger.
Yes.
Justin
Yes.
Desiccant Morgan.
I was feeling rather parched earlier this afternoon, so it was appropriate that my middle name could be Desiccant, because I sure felt desiccated. But luckily I've had something to drink since then, so now I feel moist. But anyways, what have I been working on? Yes. I have been working on a lot and finishing practically nothing, it seems like.
Welcome to
Because-
our hell.
I know. Because you should see my basement. The things you can't see are all of the computers that are, like, not put together.
Mhm.
I could probably easier list the computers that are put together and are actually up here in my office. But anyways, yes, what have I been working on recently? I've been trying to repair a K-Pro 2. Mind you, that is the K-Pro Roman numeral 2, not the K-Pro numeral 2. Yes, because there are two different models, and most certainly not the 2X. I'll be live streaming that one Tuesday because I have another part, and who knows if it'll boot or not. I've been, I guess, trying to work on a 386. I'm actually trying to figure out which video card to put in it. And that's not the 386, that's my other 386 that also needs a video card. I actually been working on trying to look at some of the things Jeremy sent me for video and having fun with Pentium 3 processor steppings. Boy, is that fun trying to remember when you had one processor from Intel and there's like 3 or 4 different steppings of it. And which one does this motherboard want? Because it's a compact motherboard, so
Mhm.
good luck trying to figure it
Good
out.
luck
because-
finding the documentation.
yeah, good luck finding the
no longer
documentation that's not on HP's website anymore because they flushed
You're
all
going
the compact documentation.
So you're going to eBay and buying one of every kind, every stepping, and hope.
Oh, I figured it out. I should have just gone to CPUworld.com and then I would have actually realized very quickly which steppings would work. Because of a number that happens to also be in the BIOS version. So I was like, oh, I wish I'd realized that all along. And then I got other computers. I've got some Macintoshes that are all taken apart and need to be put back together. So hopefully Thursday we'll be working towards that project and many other things, including one other thing. If anyone out there knows of a part for a DIN connector, like that goes on a motherboard, but the shield pin spacing is 10 millimeters, I would like to know that part number. Because I ordered some DIN connectors from Mauser that are shielded, and didn't realize what this pin spacing was on them, and these are only 5 millimeters, so it will not fit. And the DIN connector's been ripped off of this motherboard, and I'd kind of like to see if I can get it up and running because I'm a glutton for punishment.
Can you make a floating DIN connector?
It has a floating DIN connector on it, and that's not very good.
You should do a cordyceps
Yeah.
DIN connector.
What about getting a parts motherboard, like the same motherboard, but like one that doesn't work or something, just for that connector?
As long as I can manage to find a parts motherboard that has one with the 10mm spacing and not the 5mm
No.
spacing, because some of the ways they cut out the notch for the shield, yeah, it's kind of hard to tell which one it is until you actually get it.
You missed the undercurrent of Trina's statement. Justin, she's asking you what your shipping address is so she can send you the board that she's just sitting on. It's like everything else is broke,
Right.
but it's got the DIN connection you need. So, because Trina, this is like one of her 2023 New Year's resolutions. She wants to fill out 300 customs forms. You, my friend, are number one. So
Yep.
get it in the mail, and you'll be all set.
No,
Ah.
I was
That was
honestly
really
think-
nice of you. I
I was
That's-
honestly
I'm-
thinking without Ron's sarcasm. Hi, Ron.
hey, babe.
Like if you got the same model motherboard, it might have the same spacing.
Yes. I
Right,
could
that's
go
what I'm
look for
saying.
that same model motherboard. That's
Right?
I have-
And see if you could find like the same motherboard with the same model, but just as is for parts or whatever.
But it's just an ATX or an AT keyboard connection, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just an AT keyboard connector.
Yeah,
I have a parts motherboard that I might actually be able to. I'll check and see what DIN connector it has. But
Have a potential solution for you because it's one that I used on my 386. What I did is I took some. I can't take it off the spool. I took some like 22 gauge plain tin wire, cleared out the holes, ran it through and up, soldered it, ran it around the plastic barrel, pulled down on it real hard, and soldered it in place, and it just holds it down.
I bet I might be able to do that on this board. There might be
I just
just
use it
enough
as a-
spacing.
Kind of like the same way you use it to hold down. Yeah, there you go.
I
That's
was
what
thinking
you
that.
do.
That's it. That's it.
Justin,
Cthulhu
check
Rising.
private chat.
Problem solved.
I think. What do you know? All right. What's another couple dollars on eBay? Thank you.
I'm just saying, by the time he went to like Mauser or DigiKey, you just like somebody's already done the work. It's like it only costs you $3 extra.
Yeah.
People have done all the work.
Justin,
It's like,
buy 2 of them.
Yep.
Yes,
How many do they have in stock? Buy them all.
Yeah,
10.
exactly.
more than 10 available.
Well, they certainly want more than Mauser would charge if Mauser had it in stock. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
but then Mauser charges you shipping, and these people don't. So on the whole, it's probably a wash.
yeah, I was gonna say
Oh.
it's $9, and you're just done.
You're $9 from Victory.
And they even ship to Canada as well. Ooh.
Yeah, for $10.40 US.
Yeah, I
All
know.
right,
I
buddy.
see that.
If
That's
you look really
okay.
carefully, they have the data sheet, a picture of the data sheet in the description, which tells you the manufacturer. So you may be able to just go find the manufacturer and find it for cheaper somewhere.
Hooyah. Hooyah.
Hooyah!
Electronics.
Hooyah Electronics. Hooyah Dad.
Well, looks like I might be able to maybe get this motherboard closer to possibly working because not that it's anything special, but you might have noticed I had some capacitors because let's just say that there's no way I'm going to power this thing up with this capacitor right here because
Yeah.
in fact even on the small version you can probably tell it's just a bit deformed.
It'll be fine.
Is that socket 7?
It is socket 7.
Okay, cool.
And
Yeah,
but
it's worth playing around with.
and it,
I mean,
in fact
what's the max CPU?
I think it can go up to the AMD K6
Oh, that's
500.
nice.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's a nice little thing. Nice little
Oh,
machine.
and even better, it has WinBIOS.
Ah,
That cool looking BIOS that gave you less settings than regular BIOS, but it looks
Yes.
cool. So
yeah.
It made up for
cool.
it.
It's WinBIOS. Yeah, it made up for it.
So how many did you buy, Justin?
I haven't bought any yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look up. I'm gonna look up that manufacturer and
Wait,
probably will,
AliExpress, baby.
Wait 6 months to get it from China. Perfect.
I'm gonna look up that manufacturer and probably will just order a couple from eBay because last time I went to AliExpress to order parts for another project. You know, the price of the parts was great. It was like amazing bargains. But then when I looked at how much it was going to cost to ship, because each of these parts came from a different vendor, it was like $3 or $4 to $5 shipping for each one of these line items. I'm like, wait a minute. I could just order this from Mauser cheaper. I'll have to do the legwork to find which part's the compatible one, but yeah, I'll probably check AliExpress and probably then order it from eBay just because it'll be easier.
I've actually had, surprisingly enough, I ordered from AliExpress because I've been avoiding them like the plague because when I did order before, it took forever. But
Trina,
the last
can you
order,
stop eating your microphone, please?
sorry.
Thank you.
But the last order I ordered from them, it only took 3 weeks to be delivered.
Yeah, they got 15-day shipping now. Yeah.
I've had stuff come from them that's been in Canada, so they must have depots places too.
Mine came out of Mississauga, which is just like 20 minutes down the road. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to build one of those Commodore 64 RF modulator replacements that, I forget which channel it is. It has the word retro in the name of the channel. The retro channel, I think.
Sure.
Remember?
Retro Repair Roundup? Yeah, sure. Yeah, we make those.
Yeah.
Or
Why
retro
not?
or retro Maccast or retro Tech Chris or retro Techie or sorry, I'll stop.
They're copying us now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to make one of those, and all the parts, the bill of materials, it's all AliExpress links, and that was the project I was looking to buy parts for, and I stopped after the third line item when shipping was like $20 of the $23 order. I'm like, and that was just 3 line items. Like, no, this is not going to work.
Yeah.
This is not going to work if this is going to be all shipping and practically no part costs. So, anyways,
So, unit address. What's going on in your world?
Still trying to address that unit. It's a hard unit to address. So far, we know it's double or quad 018-21. Besides that, we don't know anything else about it. Although I did reach out to the company that made it, and they want to charge me $150 to tell me whether or not they actually have software that can still program it.
They want to charge you money to answer a question.
Correct.
Make a support call. That's what it is.
So I told them to pound sand as efficiently as they possibly could, and I'm just going to take it apart and, I don't know, do something with it.
Reverse engineer it.
Maybe. I don't have time.
Well, I'll only charge you $100 to tell you no. Oh, can I just answer the question?
You said the in your head thing out loud.
It sucks too because it's one of those software like it definitely exists somewhere on a floppy disk in somebody's like office, just sitting there, and it's never been archived. So it's sort of sad. I'm kind of sad. But besides that, I'm working on a G4 Mirador. That's pretty much done. I'm going to do some retro Mac gaming on it for our upcoming sci-fi convention, which is the end of the month. Also planning that our retro room for the sci-fi convention that's coming up. We're going to be doing a bunch of LAN party type setups this time around. So we had 5, I think it was XP machines last time. I think we're going to go with like closer to 10 this time. And I have 11 17-inch HP CRTs arriving this week.
Wow.
I love how you guys in Newfoundland as well as Cape Breton say the word H.
H, yes.
Yeah,
H.
H.
Well, it's got an H in it.
Now you laugh at my accent, Joe.
H.
H. Oh, how do you guys say it? H.
H.
Mainlanders.
I
Say
know.
it aluminium.
Worse accents than mine.
I also enjoy your shirt, Justin. I avoid warranties. I don't know if you watch Tavarish. He's a automotive YouTuber. He has a shirt that says "I am the warranty," which also would seem appropriate for RetroTech, as
Yes.
there is no warranty.
Where did
Well,
you
besides
get the
that-
shirt from, Justin? Oh, sorry.
I
No,
got
go
this
ahead.
from. I got this from
Baby,
a.
please.
No, I got this from. Think Different. No, not Think
Oh.
Different.
Think Geek.
Think Geek.
Yeah.
The now defunct Think Geek. So this shirt has
Hold
no
on, I need to
warranty.
look up that. Is that domain available?
I used to buy their like random bags, their grab bags of T-shirts.
Yeah.
I got some pretty good ones. I got my favorite one, which I wore to school. I work at a Catholic school, but I wore it anyway. It said, "What wouldn't Jesus do?" And it was Jesus hand gliding.
Hmm.
I would buy a shirt that said "I am the warranty" if someone will make it or tell me where to get it.
I can do it.
All right,
I bought
you
Star Trek
do it,
in
Hav,
Canada.
and I will buy it and I will wear it on a live stream, and
There
I'll
you
even
go.
tell people where to get it.
You got yourself a deal.
All right.
So now, who's gonna post it to the website first, me or Javier?
So is there a website
He's
we
in
can
the
go
background working on it right now.
to? Is there a website we can go to buy great 8-bit T-shirts?
Yes, there is.
Oh.
Yeah. Right there.
Hey, there it is.
Oh, well, yeah.
JCM-1.com.
Very cool.
And see,
Yeah.
and there is no other website.
There
I
you go.
gotta admit
You
it.
don't exist.
Hey.
No, it's Javier. Javier's
But
site.
yes,
Search
besides
better
that,
one.
I picked up I don't even know what it's called anymore. Actually, I do. It's Corona computer. It has a weird, funny name. It came out in
Like-
19.
Like a beer?
No, like the disease.
Or like the typewriter.
Or like the
Oh,
crown.
yeah.
That is kind of an unfortunate name.
Yeah.
Oh, they were
Yeah.
long defunct before the virus came around. So.
Yeah.
Was it made by the Corona typewriter company?
Smith
made by the beer
Corona.
company? It's quite interesting.
Oh,
It doesn't work
Beer
then.
computer.
it's
Or
liquid
fun.
cooled then.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, Corona
Pour
data
beer in
systems.
it, you're
sorry.
good.
Pour a beer in it. Make sure you get the iron filings in there as well.
Right?
Your beer has iron filings in it?
Sounds terrible.
It's a very, very old personal joke.
Okay.
What's this?
Hey, quickly, I'm sharing this real fast just because I remembered. And I don't know how to share it anymore. But anyway, I'm going to be doing this soon. Talking about, I saw Ron showing some 3D stuff. And I remember I just designed this case. Are you showing it? 'Cause
Yeah,
I can
we
see
can
anything.
Yeah, we can see it. It's
Okay,
there.
sorry. Yeah, so I designed this. It's basically an Apple 3.5 floppy drive. I took the case that I already created, and I did this. This is a replacement case for the floppy EMU,
Nice.
and with a large screen, and of course the buttons and all that. So unshare if you want, and all.
There you go. It's gone.
Yeah. Okay. So
You did it.
quickly. Yeah, okay, thanks. Quickly, I'll show you this. So this is the floppy EMU. I almost removed myself.
There you go. Click.
Where'd he
And
go?
this is the screen that I'm going to be using. And of course, the floppy EMU. So I already tested it. It works. The screen works. So I'm just waiting for parts, buttons, and all that. And I'm going to 3D print one of them. But if it's successful, I'll share the files on my Patreon.
That is
Cool.
awesome.
Nice.
So just
Love
read-
it.
no,
Cool.
Very cool.
Neat.
Cool.
There's a Corona. Sorry. Let's go back to Corona.
My Corona.
Corona.
Cordata. What Corona?
Yeah, Cordell.
No, it's Corona is the actual model of this
Oh.
machine.
Oh, okay.
Of course, they used Modern Tectura as their font.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like
Where did you get that from,
Smith
Ryan?
Corona's logo.
It was found locally on the west coast of the island. Somebody had it. Their parents bought it back in like 1983, I think.
It's actually pretty cool.
Does it
Yeah,
run
it's-
like? Is it a
What's the
PC
operating
type of thing,
system?
or yeah?
It's so Corona. So funny enough, they were sued by IBM, and that's one of the reasons they went out of business. I wonder why they were sued. They acquired some BIOSes, questionably, I guess. Anyway, they were. This one came out in 1984, and
What
it's
was
called
the,
the
what-
Corona PPC 400.
What was the operating system back in the day with it?
It's running CPM, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Hmm.
So yeah,
Neat.
I picked it up. Some guy had it posted, and he realized that in Newfoundland he was either going to sell it to me or not sell it at all. So
That's cool.
I didn't
Does
realize Newfound. Oh man, I can't say it tonight.
You can never say it, Newfoundland.
I
You got
can
it.
never say Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland. It's
There
like,
you go.
how many people are there? 3, 4?
600,000 ish, give or take.
Why don't you change it into newly found land?
Well, because
Yeah,
then it technically should be old Foundland, because
Yeah.
honestly, it
Yeah,
was found
it's-
in 1497. So
Yeah.
Change it to already found land.
yeah,
What does-
Yeah.
actually, technically,
Ryan-
it should be changed to stolen Foundland. So
Yeah.
if we're honest,
I was going to
Ryan,
say it was
Ryan.
like previously found land.
yeah.
Does the
technically-
keyboard fold up into?
Yeah,
the
it's like
screen?
a compact portable. The keyboard
Okay.
attaches to the
Okay.
above the screen,
Yep.
but the screen is
That's what I was
like
gonna
a
ask you.
10, almost 12-inch. I think it's quite large.
Nice.
Nice.
I have one of those
Oh.
cord edge. Mine runs DOS. Okay, so maybe it is DOS.
Oh,
Cool.
Have you
Awesome.
have you fired it up yet?
No, it's still on the West Coast. I'm going to pick it up in August when I'm out there.
Oh, okay, okay.
So should
The
be fun. We're going on a
the
quad
current
adventure.
owner is making sure that all the reefas are ready to blow before he's moved by.
We're going on an ATV adventure, so that's going to be fun. Me on the back of an on my ATV with a portable computer, zipping down some dirt trail. It's going to be good times.
that's gonna be fun.
So by the time that you get to your final destination, knowing the plastics of the day, you're gonna have a pile of dust.
I don't know. My compact portable is pretty beefy. I wouldn't want to get hit with it.
Okay.
Superstructure is pretty. I
Never
mean, the
trust a
plastic.
computer you can't lift.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of steel in those machines.
A friend of mine has a full-size AT IBM. I guess it was a server at the time back in the. It's a PS2. Sorry. So it's tall and it was probably like an office server, and he calls it the hernia because it has a
right.
gigantic fold-out handle, and it says 2 people for lifting.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. So
It has an embossed picture of a hand truck on the side of the monitor, just so you know. You've
yeah,
got to.
just take that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Besides that, not much else to report. Frodo Jedi sending me some computers, which I'm pretty excited about. I
Same
think we're all
here.
pretty much in the same boat.
Yeah, he has a huge stack. He shared a photo, and he has a huge stack that he's going to be sending out this week at some point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm excited to get I'm getting I think a color computer, not a Coco. What is it? An Apple IIc or something?
Ooh.
The small
I'm getting
one.
an
Like
Mhm.
I'm
Apple
getting an
IIc
Apple
keyboard.
IIe.
2C.
2C. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Never had one of those before. No power supply though, so I'll
You're
have to
gonna love
figure that
it.
out.
You're gonna love it.
I assume there's some way to like hack a power supply for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
Just
he's
about
sending
any
me-
old laptop, 19-volt laptop power supply can be hacked with
Oh.
a connector to go in.
Yeah.
And then somebody dropped off a HX 1000 to me today or yesterday. A Tandy, yeah, with a bad power supply that they just assumed is dead and can't be fixed. I'm like, I'm pretty sure these are just power supplies. There's something fancy going on there.
He said H
Easy
again.
power supply.
I know. I
There, but
giggled
the-
when he said it.
But they're a cool computer because they're they're like a wedge. You don't see many wedge PCs, or at least I don't remember a lot of wedge PCs.
It's not a Timex
DOS,
Sinclair, like a doorstop.
right?
Just
Yeah.
goes onto the door. I mean, that's really all it's good for.
Yeah.
I actually a friend
As
of
I
mine
make all
also
the
left.
ZX people, 81 people, very angry.
What I always find funny, and I guess it was done on purpose, but like it seems foolish. They brought the Timex brought the Sinclair over here, and then we're like, we're gonna change the ROM just enough so you can't play any Spectrum games.
That's right.
And then they were like, man, we don't have any software for it, so good luck with your
We're gonna
work.
fold.
Also, buy one of our watches.
Right?
Yeah.
It just seems like a strange. I don't understand why you would do that unless Sinclair was like you can't sell our software.
It's,
I'm loving the comments from Geek. So yeah,
It's like every company in the 80s wanted a computer because computers were it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Computers are the
unfortunately-
future.
Timex did not, and Timex and many other companies did not succeed for various reasons.
Right.
Timex probably because they had no software for it.
So who would you say had the worst, like, most expensive failure?
Apple.
Apple.
I was gonna say.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's between the Lisa and the Apple
and
III.
the Apple III, yeah.
Yeah,
Fair
that would have completely wiped out a lesser company.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then to do the clones
The
program,
IBM, I guess. The
and
IBM
then
PC Junior. That was a pretty big
Osborne.
failure.
PC Junior, yeah. And Adam.
They-
Oh yeah,
Coleco
Osborne.
Adam, yeah.
Apple
here's the
spent
thing, though.
billions and billions of dollars teaching the rest of the industry how not to do things.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about the PC Junior. Everybody talks smack about the PC Junior. Success for IBM. They made all their money back.
Yeah.
All they had to do was sell it all to the computer reset people. and IBM never came back and
Right.
said, we need to collect the rest of these machines and then destroy them for a tax write-off. Never happened.
Sheesh. Look at that.
Is that still sealed in the box?
Looks like.
Yeah.
Yep, it is.
That's
Well,
pretty
I
cool.
opened the box, but it was brand new in a box when I got it.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
I have
Doesn't power up,
a
though.
I have a boxed PC Junior that I'm actually Britt Dodd needs to like pick up already.
Well,
But I feel like there were so many of them not sold that they're just
Mhm.
finding one new in a box is not like a huge
Yeah.
Well, it's
mystery.
yeah.
It's
well, I
kinda
mean,
like-
it kind of got killed after the computer reset stuff because when the word was out that they have tractor trailer trucks full of them. I mean, it was literally when I went to computer reset, there was like some dude that was dressed like an extra from a Mad Max movie that was like back there just testing PC Junior power supplies, and they were all bad. And I was like, here's the deal, man. You got 2.5 hours here. I've walked past you like 4 times. You've been back here 30, 40 minutes testing power supplies. There's a modern power supply replacement that's like less than $30. Move on.
Yeah.
Go do other stuff.
So,
But
so
then
mine doesn't
they-
power up, so it's likely the power supply, I assume.
Oh, it's 100% the power supply.
Okay. They just went bad sitting in a box.
Yes.
yeah, they will.
So what they I can't remember who makes it, but I actually have one of the kits sitting around here somewhere. That it's the power supply looks like a card that plugs in, and the replacement is basically it's a PCB that just has like an ATX connection on it, and you plug that in. It's just like a little right angle, and you plug a Pico ATX board into that, and then and then it just adds like an on-off switch and a DC power jack on the
cool.
back side of your machine, and that's it. It just works.
No more brick.
But here's the deal. There's really, if you own a Tandy, like a Tandy 1000 of any kind of flavor, there's no point. There's no point in the PC Junior.
I
Because
like
that
the
Tandy
terribleness
is
of the
everything. Yeah. The keyboards are bad.
keyboard.
But
It's
while
fun
I
to
was
do,
there,
like,
I actually
failures.
picked up, I had the chiclet, or actually I had the real one that's got like the foam foil. And I
Okay.
picked up a chiclet while I was there.
Mine came
Wait.
with a chiclet.
Mhm.
Actually, I believe it's Shelby of Tech Tangents. I just put a private link, because I don't think
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
a mod to actually.
Yeah, it
post
is.
the link
It is his.
publicly.
Yeah, that is his channel. Or his,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. That's the thing.
Yeah, Shelby at Tech Tangents.
Yeah,
Cool.
I was gonna say
I
I
keep-
bought one, and then never
keep trying to
did
get
anything with
Shelby to take my my Xerox CPM machines. I have 2 of them. I'm like, you want one, and he's like, I really do want it, but he's got too many projects. I'm like, you can have it. I'll send it to you. It's full of acorns and diesel oil, right up your alley.
Yeah.
Caution: machine may be flammable.
it. Yeah,
Caution: known to cause cancer in California only.
Oh, that reminds me. We need to talk, Joe,
Uh-oh.
this week.
Speaking of cancer in California, Joe, we need to talk.
Yeah. Damn.
I told
No,
you,
I just
Trina,
saw that
it's- I told you, Trina, that I can't transmit that. It's not transmissible.
No, it just I saw you post a link, and I'm like, yes, I need to become a mod. And
You need yes. I need to get you access-a-doodles to things.
Careful,
because
Joe. That's how they got. This is how they got the czar.
hmm
and I'm going to make a promotion for it now. Why not? Here's a good
Yeah,
segue.
why not?
Do it.
On the 18th of this month, which is also Pride Month in most provinces and states, we are going to have an all-female night. So all these bald-headed white guys,
Hey, I'm not a white
Mostly-
guy.
mostly
No, hold on.
bald-headed
I
white
got that
guys,
backwards.
Don't
And-
envy me because I'm
And
beautiful.
I don't know
Yeah.
about one guy because he always wears the cap, so I can't say.
Actually, Chris,
You're
Yeah.
just
Has
gonna
hair.
have to keep guessing, Trina.
I believe
I've
Chris
seen
said
pictures. He has hair.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we have seen pictures.
Oh,
of
yeah.
your cap on.
I've got hair.
But yeah, we're gonna replace them all. So
as a bald guy, I'm
Be sure
offended
to
that you
tune
hide your
in.
hair under a hat.
Been offended already, yeah.
oh well, suck it up, Buttercup. So yeah, that's gonna be on the 18th.
Nice.
Cool.
That Joe and crew
I'm
will
excited.
not be on.
I'll be
We are
there.
super excited.
In
You
spirit.
should have a live feed of all the male hosts tied
have
up
a
to their
watch party.
chairs. You can like switch to every now and then to see if they're still there.
Yeah, but
Help!
what you don't realize is that Joe would really like me tying him up. So you know.
Who wouldn't, Trina?
Not my bag, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
But you should have a guy.
Joe, this book here says being tied up. It's my bag, baby.
Don't say
just
baby
random-
too much, Ron. You know what happens when you say baby in your videos?
What happens?
But
If you
when
say
you
it
say
3
that-
times, a baby,
No,
a tiny baby of Tony
baby
Todd shows up.
circular, dessert thing.
Yeah, the dessert baby, you know.
Oh,
That-
that's
I
right.
already-
I forgot
yeah, I
about
even
that.
have-
Oh,
Yeah, you
yeah,
forgot
it's
about
still
that? I
it's still
don't.
demonetized.
The internet didn't forget about it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And for
'cause you're
those
a
that are
baby eater.
watching that I've invited and have said yes, I will be sending out the schedule tomorrow.
Wow, Trina, you're on the ball. I'm impressed.
Right, damn.
Yeah, well, I spent 2 weeks just kind of tweaking it around and coming up with
2 weeks
questions
tweaking.
and stuff.
Goody.
Yeah.
She's gonna
Anytime I thought of
tweak
one, I
it.
was like, okay, I'm going to type this out.
That's gonna be interesting.
Speaking of tweaking, I went to go throw a bag of garbage out earlier. I put it in the back of my SUV and drove down to the school I work at. And I was pulling in the parking lot. We have a fairly bad epidemic of intravenous drug use here in Newfoundland right now. My lights like literally shone. It's very foggy here today. Shone across the front of the building and hit 2
Shone.
people that were obviously in the process of doing some illegal drugs.
Ah.
And it was like cockroaches. You know, like when you turn the light on. It's like turn the light on, they went, they disappeared. Never seen them run so fast in my life. I'm like, oh my god, we got to get these guys on the track and field. Team
Oh,
Canada, man.
Mhm.
It was awesome.
You
Anyway,
just to get them to run, you just flash a badge instead of firing the gun.
Yeah, it's like
yeah, we're not American. We don't shoot first, shoot second, shoot third, and when everybody's dead, try to ask some questions. Usually,
Third.
not that we're perfect, but we usually ask the question first.
More like 33 times, not third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
lucky number.
And
Although,
we've gone political again.
if you're in Toronto, you could get stabbed on the TTC, which is the public transport.
Now, in fairness, I've been on the public transit in Toronto. I wanted to stab everybody, so I get it.
Yeah, I'd understand that.
There's something squeaking. There's a smell you can't figure out what it is. Somebody's talking doing a voice call on their phone, like
Uh-huh.
on speakerphone. You know, there's a baby crying. Yeah, I get it. It makes you stabby.
That sounds like just everyday stuff.
Yeah.
And the
Sounds
other
like
day, I
you
was
go-
ready to go stab you on the train because I had to wait like half an hour in the stupid heat, and I'm just like, I just want to kill everybody now. But I
When am I
didn't.
gonna be
I was
stabbed?
nice.
How hot has it been over there, Trina?
It was with the humidity like 45 Celsius.
What's
How much is that
We
in
only go to 90%
milks?
humidity.
There was quite a few walking around on the sidewalk.
How much is that in Freedom Eagles?
Yeah, I need to know because
Yeah.
I just went
English,
to public
Trina.
school, Trina.
How-
We're
what
gonna
is
have
it?
to.
multiply.
Well, hold on.
Yeah,
Hold
convert
on.
it to giraffes.
What,
We
why
have-
is it
we
American?
have-
Trina,
we
Trina,
have
how hot
nothing.
is that in Canada's pants?
That'd
Is
be
my question.
113 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty toasty.
That's hot. That's hot.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it was.
Well,
And
we
it
call it
wasn't.
with the
It was also
Humidex, so
muggy,
it's also
so it really
muggy.
like
Oh,
weighed
So it
down.
sticks to you?
Yeah.
oh.
So on days like that, what you want to do is you want to get a big bag of popcorn and go to the movie theater. It's perfectly air conditioned.
Yeah, I had to work though.
Meh.
They
don't pay me to
You
go
should
to the
move
movie
Florida.
you have air conditioning at work? It's a hospital. I would certainly hope it has air
Yes,
conditioning.
yes, we do at
Well,
work.
then what are you
yeah.
complaining about?
No, it's
Well, that's
it's like a hot yoga hospital.
We
Sweat
sweat.
the
We
illness
sweat
out
the
of it.
illness out.
Yeah.
We just do homeopathy, so it's just sort of
Yeah.
like you got to get those germs out somehow.
Here's a hot mustard paste for your chest, and go sweat it out. Good times. Good times.
Now we know.
So.
Oh, I also have an SGI that I have to finish over here.
Yeah, so that actually segues into the next segment. Now that you know we only have like 10 minutes to go. Then again, we do have 9 people on tonight. The next segment is what's the cool new toy everybody's got? Ryan, SGI.
I guess.
Okay.
Are we talking computers or are we talking other types
Just
of
whatever.
toys?
Whatever, cool new toy.
Yeah, I guess the SGI is probably the newest, or one of the newest. I also was given a Pentium 2 this week, which I know doesn't sound exciting to a lot of people, but it's a HP Performa, I think.
I know, I'm giggling at it.
Why? Stop mocking me.
I'm not mocking you. I
I'm
don't
not
have an
mocking,
issue
I'm
with
just
it. It's like
giggling.
when people say herb. There's an H in it. Just whatever. It's fine.
Herb.
As opposed to what? Herb.
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 Because we're all about
That
brevity.
whole herb thing is an American hoity-toity bullshit thing that was invented.
Okay.
It's pronounced herb. It's
is it-
always been pronounced herb.
I got another one.
Herb.
Is it hummus or is it humus?
Hey, there's Herb.
Hey, yeah,
The
Herb is
first
here,
one.
man. That's
Hey.
my homie.
Well, I guess it
That's my
depends.
No,
I mean,
no. It's
would you keep
herb.
your cigars in a humidor?
I'll also say humidor is on the Urban Dictionary is something you don't think it is.
That's right. It's $50, same as in town.
But on Tuesdays it's an extra $20.
Oh no.
You're right.
What was this
Cry,
segment again?
Pico. Don't cry.
Oh,
What is
man.
the latest toy?
And now a segue to our sponsor.
We don't have one.
No sponsors anymore.
GCM-1.com. I have so many things on sale, you can't even believe it. Buy it so I can.
He's also,
stream where
just
it's
so everybody
like
knows, he's going out of business. He's no longer doing merch.
Right.
So you have exactly 1 month to get all your orders in. I don't know if you guys saw David Murray did that and got like 1,800 orders in a week.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
funny
wow.
how that works.
Actually, I thought it was more than that.
And it's a 50% discount. Order today.
order Cinderella on DVD before it's gone.
Right.
Yeah, David
No,
Murray.
actually-
I'm stopping sales so I can have time to do other things. The internet. They all buy this stuff at the same time.
You did it wrong. What you need to do is you do what I do. You go into your system and you set all the stock levels to 0. Until you're up.
What he should have done is he should have just hit stop and then made the video. And then if people contacted me, I've only got a few. I'll sell just like the tail end. So then he had to turn around and he posted and he was like,
Hired 4
"Oh
or
yeah,
5
it'll
people."
be months before you get it. I'll mail it eventually, but it'll be months."
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. It seems like anyway. As a business person, an entrepreneur, it seems like a terrible thing to be complaining about. It's like, oh no, I've got too much business. I don't know what to do with it. I'm
hire an
overflowing
intern.
with
He's really
business.
good
I have
friends with
jars
Kevin.
full of business that I can't figure out
Yeah.
what to do with.
I mean, he's really good friends with Kevin, and Kevin literally lives like 2 hours away. I would have just said, "Kevin, can you take over sales
Exactly.
on this?" Because Kevin's already at Tech Select, everybody.
Yeah.
But it's like he's already doing all of his stuff. I'd just be like, you know what? I don't care. Like, just don't do international sales. You can keep half the money. That's what I'm doing with Joe. I said, if any of those dirty Canadians ask for any of the stuff that I'm selling, you tell them no.
Fine.
You tell them apologize for burning down the White House, and then we'll talk.
Yeah, no,
Never.
You guys deserve it.
We are never
Burning down the house.
apologizing.
Who invaded who?
That's right. It's they were just there in the White
Who
House
invaded whom?
trying to sleep, and then outside just the sounds of ice skates everywhere, and then the house burned down.
American, not Asian.
Ice
Oh,
skates and
in
hockey.
fairness,
Rolling
it was your own fault for putting your White House way too close to the border.
It was
It
like
should
it
have
was
been in
like,
Florida.
wait a minute, does anybody smell poutine? Oh shit, we're on fire!
Does anybody else smell maple syrup?
I know.
Oh, I love it.
The Canadians were
Ah.
British at the time. by
Hey,
the way.
hey, did you remember to get those tickets for Rush next week? Oh shit, we're on fire!
Did you
Oh,
revoke
Canada.
Justin
The
Bieber's
roof-
passport and
The
send him
roof
back?
is on fire.
By the way, you can keep him. He's yours now.
Wow.
Who's that?
Justin Bieber.
Oh, yeah. We don't want him back.
Can we just like give him to like New Zealand or something?
Yeah,
Sure.
please.
I mean, they took Kim.com.
We're New Zealand.
Kim.com. They can't. Why can't they take him?
Ooh. Yeah.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while. I haven't heard
Yeah.
anything about
Yeah,
him
Kim.
in a very long time.
Didn't he get arrested, and that's why you haven't heard anything about him?
I didn't think he did
They
jail
raided
time.
his house or some shit. Anyway,
Remember-
Javier, what's your newest toy?
Yeah.
yeah, I was just about to say, let's go.
Well, I show it already, but
Oh,
I fixed it. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, way cool.
Right.
It's cool.
So it's fixed. It works. Half of it works. The top. I think this is the bottom one that works. The top one, it has a problem with one of the eject gears, but the gears are too rare, and I'm not gonna get them. I don't know if I can get a replacement, but it works.
You'd have to have a custom one-off replacement.
Yeah,
done or
made
something,
or
and-
something like that, and it's
Yeah.
weird. And there's the one that I converted. I just converted.
Yeah,
to
nice.
one.
Those are so beautiful. I love those
Yeah.
things.
Mm-hmm.
And I got, finally got this whatever we call it,
Yeah, flex
shrink.
cable. Yeah.
Stuff.
yeah, and white, so it's good. And I made it a little bit longer than normal,
Mm-hmm.
just because. And I put
Size
some
matters.
rubber underneath so it doesn't slide. Yep.
That's
Nice.
nice. You did a good
Trina
job.
Very
says
nice.
size
Very
matters,
cool.
and Javier immediately responds with rubber. Anyway,
Go ahead, Dave.
Dave.
Well, oh, okay. Here, I'll show you. Hold on. Let me grab it.
Dave, I don't mean to alarm you, but I think your zip disk is trying to escape. Appears to be crawling
My
up the wall.
Well, not this stream, but last stream. This is my $2 fine,
Oh yes.
and it
Oh,
works. And I did it on a stream. It took me pretty much all stream. I had to take it all apart.
Clean out all that. Yeah.
Geez, that looks
Oh my
great.
God, this thing was filthy on the
Hard to
inside, but it looks brand new. The funny thing about it is it wasn't yellowed. I just soaked the keys in like Dawn dishwashing soap, washed it all down, it cleaned right up. So yeah.
Here, let
So
me
that was my-
actually do the thing I'm supposed to be doing because I'm not
My-
paying attention.
Oh, thank you, there, Joe. My $2 fine there. So yeah.
Pretty.
And, yeah.
Cool.
And
Beautiful.
all nice and
That
clean
looks-
and
I have one over here. Can I ship it to you? And you can fix it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't have to
send
take
it,
apart
send
and
it to
clean
me. I'll clean it for you, and I'll send it back to you. How's that? There we go.
Great.
So anyway, yeah.
That looks really
So,
great,
Dave, with all your money
Oh,
saved
thanks.
on that new keyboard, are you going to buy yourself some good new internet? Is that the plan?
Or cable
Hey.
shields.
Dave, what I'm saying, Dave, here's what you need to
I
do.
might. We'll see.
Go to your
Uh,
closest neighbor who has internet that doesn't go down all the time and say, hey, I'm going to shoot a unified gigabeam at your house, and I'm going to put another one on your house. Just plug it into your internet. Don't ask questions.
Yep.
And you're gonna get a $30 check in the mail every week or every month. And
Or
we'll
fix
just
your
call it
keyboard.
even.
There's a couple of houses here in town, and for the longest time, their back fence of their yard backed onto like a main road, and I guess they just thought nobody would notice, but they had coax cable run along the back of the fence, so it went from one house around the back of the fence to the other house. I guess they were sharing cable, but it wasn't even like they were doing it to their neighbor. It was like 4 or 5 houses down, and they just had the
Oh wow.
kind of like
That's
sitting on
awesome.
top of the on the fence, and it was like it for years.
That was hilarious.
Mhm.
Yeah. So.
Hey,
so
hey,
basically
hey,
that-
Ryan.
Yeah.
Nothing. Go ahead, Dave. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No. So that's all I have.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
and,
was gonna. Oh. Go
That's
ahead,
all I
Dave.
have.
I'm
Let me
sorry.
continue on.
I just want to let Trina know that I will not be streaming next Sunday, so you have my permission to do a repair stream.
Okay.
It has to be
Provided
as
your
long
internet
as
works.
Dave's stream, Trina.
Right.
Yeah,
it
I know.
has to be
Yeah.
as long.
It
You
was
can't,
last
this
time.
can't be one of those 1 hour, 59 minutes, and I turn into a GD pumpkin streams that you keep doing.
Yeah, or going to sleep as always.
No, last time I did Dave's stream, I did it for the full length.
Okay.
No, I mean on your channel.
I know.
Just take a 5 or 6 Red Bull right to the head.
Yeah.
Just power through it.
Red Bull directly to the forehead.
Apply
All right,
directly
Dave.
to
Yeah,
the forehead.
Dave, I'll cover for you. No problem.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm done.
Eric, you're next.
Ron or Eric? Let's go with
Me?
Eric.
Oh, it's me.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. It's Eric from Eric's Edge, or the Eric's Edge, because who knows what the name of my channel even is. But what I was going to tell everybody about is the new thing, and I actually discovered it today. I've gotten like a bunch of crap and stuff, and I'll talk about that some other day. But this is like something cool and new, and it happened today, and it's a total unicorn kind of thing. Joe,
Yes.
make me big.
Anytime you want, sir.
Big Japan.
That is Ryan.
I say hey.
Who's running the switchboard here? Dave?
I'm
Come on.
telling you, man.
So here's the deal. So you guys are familiar with the Apple PowerBook 500, right? Or I'm sorry, 100, right? The very first of the PowerBook series, Sony, Apple had the Macintosh Portable, and then they brought Sony in. They were like, "Hey, we got to shrink this thing down." And Sony turned in probably one of the very coolest Mac laptops that was ever made, because it micronized the whole thing down to the little tiny board. They're really cool. But here's the thing: the base configuration that Apple sold was 2 megs of RAM and a 20 meg hard drive, and then they shipped the thing with System 7. So I'm not sure why they hate consumers, but that was just a really kind of a silly move. So anyway, the number one thing that people would purchase for their PowerBook 100 is a 2 megabyte RAM upgrade. This little module right here, you could use it in the PowerBook 100, the 140, and the 170 that were all kind of released at the same time. The PowerBook 100 module costs like a tiny bit less because it actually used 100 nanosecond RAM instead of like 60 or 70 like some of the other machines. But the cool thing about it is that PowerBook 100 actually supports much more memory. It supports like 8 megs of RAM, something like that. But Apple never made like a module for that. They just left an accommodation for that. So the cool thing is the PowerBook 100 is a 16 megahertz, 68,000, and most of those other machines are 8 megahertz. So this was like a really nice, fast black and white machine that there was nothing else. There was no kind of desktop equivalent of it. But sometimes you run across something so rare and so cool. This is a RAM module. This is a third-party RAM module for the PowerBook 100 that maxes out the RAM.
Damn.
It's I've had these machines for a while. I bought them in a lot of other equipment. I had never opened them. I had to open it up because I need to pull some parts out to send to Steve. But this is a like a 6 meg RAM module that's made by a company called Lifetime Memory Products. It was produced specifically for the PowerBook 100 in 1992. So anyway, this is a nice little module. I know that Silicon Insider makes modern replacements for these, but to find one from that era is impossible. You just don't find it. What is it worth? Absolutely nothing. But it's just a cool thing. It's just a cool thing to stumble across. And I'm very happy that I was able to do that today on Dave's stream.
Yeah.
So thanks.
Very cool.
Cool.
That is a cool.
Awesome. Next.
I guess it's me.
Go.
I recently got a donation of a Moo gun. My very first channel donation from Gut Bomb. He basically filled up my car with Max and the Moo gun. For the longest time, I've been using my SATA pult, and so this was quite the upgrade. So that was pretty exciting. Hopefully, I won't be buying any more stuff for the time being. I'm going to the VCF East swap meet next weekend, so hopefully I'll be getting rid of a lot of stuff next weekend. Maybe like this.
That Mac Classic? Why?
Mac Classic. Yeah, get rid of that.
Why?
I already have another one.
Oh. That's not a good enough reason.
You need to be like Noah. You need 2 of everything.
Yeah. Three is best. 3 is safe.
Yeah.
We'll get rid of the Mac Classic. Who wants a cheap Mac Classic?
I'll buy that for $1.
It's a
That's
very
it.
clean Mac Classic.
That's it?
Yeah.
It is now.
I think that's it.
Oh, Eric's up.
Hi, Eric.
So, I recently got this 23-inch cinema display,
Nice.
Right.
and it's huge and heavy and takes up half my desk. But I'm going for the Matrix controller guy with all the monitors.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I got monitor over here, and that one up there, and this one here, and then that.
I
Nice.
still see some wall space.
Yeah.
There's still room for another one over
hell?
here. and,
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
You got to find yourself one of those big, heavy CRT arms.
and then
Yeah.
also,
Oh God, yeah.
yeah, really, a point out to Kate
Yeah.
for sending me Mackie and Tui.
But why is Tui? What color is Tui?
Tui is black.
Oh,
Looks like
that's
that's
He's a
crazy.
Bell and
'cause
Howell,
that's-
isn't he?
Yeah, because mine is not. Mine is like a beigey kind of color.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
mine too. I got a beige.
Once you go
yeah.
black,
yeah. Once you go Tui, you don't go back.
that's right.
There you go.
Anyway,
Also,
That's it.
Eric, that's the architect of the Matrix.
whatever.
I'm so disappointed. Like 1999
No.
Bond would have been
In
so
in
upset.
the ship, the
Nebuchadnezzar.
Nebuchadnezzar.
thank you, Nebuchadnezzar.
It's a
The,
hover
the
ship.
guy who was monitoring what's
That's
going on and
Tank,
stuff had
isn't it?
multiple
Tank.
monitors.
Tank and Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And later, the narrator from Oz.
Right.
Right.
Has anybody watched the new movie?
Oz? No.
No, the new Matrix.
Yes, I did.
Reloaded or whatever it was.
Nope.
No.
Oh,
And
Resurrection or whatever.
I haven't
Yeah.
watched it.
Matrix
I haven't
Resurrection.
watched it either.
It's interesting. I mean, it's nice. Okay. Since it's Pride Month, and you guys brought it up, it's really interesting to watch the Wachowskis. Like if you've ever seen Bound, which is really really great, and Joe Pantalone is in that one too, and he's wonderful in it. And then to watch the Matrix movies and just kind of the undercurrent and like the real kind of story and stuff of all that. It was really interesting to watch Resurrections after everything that has happened with like their personal lives and things like that and all that. So it's interesting.
you don't need to make me Big Joe.
Okay.
I don't have anything to show off. I'm not. Since everybody's been asking me though on Discord and in the chat tonight, the date went amazing. That's my new toy. There you
Good.
go. I don't,
Okay.
All
I
right.
don't-
TMI, Trina. TMI. There you go.
Brown chicken, brown
I don't
cow.
really have any
Cheers.
other new toys. But I am, as I mentioned, Frank of Proto Jedi fame is going to be sending me an Apple IIe
Nice.
some point this week, and he also kindly is donating me the Power Mac G4 that, despite being on eBay.ca, which means they ship to Canada, they wouldn't ship to Ontario.
Again, I understand
Which
that.
makes absolutely no
Nobody
sense.
wants
You know,
anything in Ontario.
Nobody likes
So
Ontario.
he kindly got
Ah.
it for me and is shipping it to me with my other stuff. So
Awful nice that
I'm
Frank.
gonna have some projects coming up.
You have a question, Justin? You seem like you're confused.
Isn't Ontario one of the Canadian provinces?
It is.
Really is. Yeah, I don't know what we did in Ontario here to piss the seller off, but when I went to go buy it, it said he will not ship to Ontario.
I think
Actually-
Canada is denying Ontario, isn't it? No, we
Actually,
don't
it
know.
said they wouldn't ship to Trina.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That makes
There's-
more sense.
There's the difference.
That makes more sense. Yeah, you're right.
Ah,
Okay.
Now we're getting
Now
to
we're
the
talking.
truth. There you go. Yeah.
Now you found out the secret.
Justin.
Well, I don't have the some of my latest finds handy for show and tell, other than the hard drive I pulled out of one of them. But I added another LTE to my collection, so now I have a compact LTE 5400 that I need to replace the keyboard on because
Shh,
the
don't
little-
tell Retro Tech Chris. Shh.
He already knows I have it.
Justin, I have a question.
Oh no.
Yes.
When you were hanging out with Chris, was it happened to be a full moon, and did he bite you? Because it sounds like you've caught some sort of compact werewolf.
Oh my god.
I think the stack of compact LTEs might have fallen on my head or something.
You seem to be infected.
Yes, because I have 3 of them now.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
It's
anyways,
Chris. Chris
the
is so
one-
cool that- yeah.
yeah, no, the one that I bought off eBay that was a good price, the display, something's wrong with the display ribbon cable or its connection or something. So I probably got to reflow the LCD panel to get rid of some lines that just spontaneously appeared. And I got to replace the keyboard because the little track point thing's broken. But I also have a DTK 486 computer that looks like it might have been flooded and varted that I will be trying to repair. That will be coming up on my channel this month.
Nice.
I get to remove 2 ISA slots and 4 SIM slots to attempt to repair the broken traces, and because the SIM sockets are all trashed because of the flood and Varda damage, they're all like green and pins are missing, and yeah. If it's anything, the SIM that was in it, I just threw it away because it had so many pads missing, and I have so many extra 72-pin SIMs. I'm like, no, I'm not even going to attempt to repair this. It's not worth it. There are too many 72-pin SIMs in the world.
Just is it potentially possible that 486 just wanted to die and you were prolonging its agony?
Possibly, and it's just going to have to suck it up and deal with it. And the last thing is you might know that if because I had that stream where I tested a whole bunch of cards I bought in that eBay lot, and one of them was a Ram Factor 2 card, or RamWorks 2 card, that I thought I was going to sell it on eBay because I bought this really cool lower power, period correct 1 megabyte upgrade card. Except for the fact that I recently managed to acquire the RGB add-on for the RamWorks 2 card.
Oh, well.
So, yeah, I've got
Ship
that.
it to me, I'll clone it for thee.
Ooh, yeah, why not?
Now, that is a tempting offer.
It is.
It's a very tempting
After
offer.
K-Fest.
Yep.
I
Okay.
got too much going on right now.
Now bring it to K-Fest.
Well,
And,
but anyways, yeah, those are some of my cool finds.
Nice.
And after
and
K-Fest,
Justin?
we'll talk, Joe.
And Justin, I too got bit by Retrotech Chris.
Oh no!
So,
I'm not going to
Get the iodine, guys.
so it's a new toy. I haven't really played with it. So yeah, but yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Sorry.
and Geek with social skills already taken care of.
Joe, what's your new toy?
Oh,
Yeah, go.
is it really my turn? Is it my turn?
Yes.
Show
It's
Yes.
your turn.
Did you
We
open
didn't,
any of
we
those
didn't think you
boxes
wanted
you
to
showed
talk
us
tonight,
earlier?
so...
We want to
Because-
hear something.
So,
Well, no, because the last time we had a stream, Joe talked the entire time. So he doesn't get to talk this stream.
that's honestly kind of why I was letting you guys just go on, because I have nothing in my world going on but like Apple III craziness, because I want to take my time to remind everybody that Kansas Fest is happening this year in person at Rockhurst University this July. There is also a virtual Kansas Fest this year for those who cannot physically travel. It's going to be a slightly different experience, a weird split thing, but we're trying it to see what's going to happen. But the focus on Kansas Fest this year is the Apple III, because the Apple III does not get enough love. And I've been doing everything in my possible power to make sure that people have all of the tools and toys and things necessary to keep Apple IIIs living forever, like the Apple IIs live forever. Like ROM replacements and keyboarding replacements and NTSC color fixers and RGB adapters and all recap kits and all this other stuff. So enough with the Apple III. My cool get recently, and I'm super chuffed about this, is that.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Very cool.
Is it a
What else did you get in the box, though?
What's that?
What else did you get in that box?
Oh, this box down here? You mean this box? Right down there? Not that box!
Whoa!
This box right here.
Yo,
But
after dark.
What else came with that testing kit?
Yeah. Oh, this?
Yeah, remember you showed something else the other day that came with that test.
Oh,
kit.
I got a lot of other stuff.
The pizza
So,
box shaped thing.
Backstory: K-Mac Will said, "Hey, I got a guy I know that's got some things he's wanting to get rid of, and do you want any of it?" I'm like, "Sure." So I contacted him, and he's like, "These are the things I have," and I'm like, "I want that, and that, and that. Send them." And he sent me things. These are a couple new in packaging, never opened floppy drives for Next computers. So that's
Wow.
Oh wow.
cool. Which one of them will be going in.
And this computer.
Yes.
This is what I was. That's what I was.
Slab.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Station Turbo.
Ooh.
Ooh, turbo
Nice.
slab.
Sweet.
Yep.
Ooh,
So,
ah.
Very
Now the
nice.
next to doodle. So
That
that's
looks in really good condition, Joe.
what's that?
The computer looks in really good condition.
It was
Yeah,
until he
it's-
dropped it during this last stream he was on.
Yeah. Yeah, I pretty much dropped it. No, and the inside of it's really clean too. So it's gonna need a recap, but it's super clean.
Yeah.
But I did want to show this box down here because this box contains 95% of the parts required for the Titan 3 plus 2E board set that I launched recently. That turns your Apple III into an Apple IIe. So more things to help keep the Apple III alive. So.
I thought you had a whole stack of boxes, Joe.
Oh,
Are you
I
telling me
condensed them because space.
Yeah.
so those
What is
boxes
space?
were like mostly air?
Yeah, most of the packing material, which is now over there by my shipping station. So now I have tons of free packing material.
Sweet.
And DigiKey has some of the best packing material.
Yes,
It's
they
that
do.
good reusable paper stuff.
Yep. So that's what's going on in Joe's world. Just it's been nothing but head down, grindstone, getting
I'm not
things
saying.
out that people want.
I'm not saying what I'm
having to do
thinking
it.
when you said head down.
Trina.
Head down, ass up. That's. Oh wait, sorry, different song.
Trina. Ryan.
God.
Oy vey.
Wrong stream. Anyway, so yeah, that's yeah.
Are
I
we
mean, I
sure?
could go on for hours and hours and hours about it, but I did that the last time. So
Oh, we heard you.
Yeah.
yep.
Oh, what was that? Dave, did the cat just attack you?
No, he jumped off. He's on a scratching pad.
Oh, I saw the cat fly behind me.
He did. He jumped up because he sat on my chair and I sat down. He got up and went down there. So yeah.
Cool. Awesome sauce. Well, does anybody have any other cool things they wish to add for this evening?
Don't forget to check out the
Kansas
East
Fest.
Swap Fest, apparently, or whatever you're going to, John.
VCF East Swap Meet.
There you
I mean,
go.
I didn't
What is
care
that?
enough to remember what it was called, but
Swap meat.
Come on, it's VCF East.
So you
That's pretty
swap
people.
meat?
They take meat and they swap it.
Oh, okay.
And when
Yeah, we all bring a
Like
carload of
something we
meat.
did in the '70s with a jar full of keys.
and what is the dates for Kansas Fest?
KansasFest.org.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
July.
It's July 18th through 23rd for the in-person,
Okay.
and then 29th through the 30th for the virtual.
And what do you get with the virtual?
I will let Javier answer that question because he's on the Kansas Fest committee.
The virtual, you basically pay to have access to all the videos and the Discord channel.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. So you're gonna be chatting with people and also looking at the presentations, and you can actually interact with the people that are doing the presentations.
And any
Oh, nice.
notable presenters this year?
Several Apple III people.
I know of one that I was told in confidence that I can't say, and that's all I'm saying.
Correct. Apple III people.
Steve Wozniak.
Darn it, Joe! I
Nice.
thought you were
Yeah, I
gonna break
wish.
the
I
news.
wish. Was they say there was a thing you heard about it, isn't it? That he likes numbers, and he actually went to Kansas Fest 2003, and then he went back to 2013. So guess what?
Ah,
Oh, okay.
He could.
He likes repeating numbers.
We don't
And
know.
it's also
He
about the Apple III.
It's the
Yeah.
Apple III, and he knows
Right.
about it. So I
Maybe.
don't know. We
and-
don't know, but he could.
He seems like a
And
pretty
Javier,
down
where
earth
can
kind
we
of
get
He's
guy.
an
one of
amazing
those?
guy. Amazing.
Where can we get one of those great shirts that you're wearing tonight?
Guess what? 8-bit tees. All you need. 8-bit tees.
Wow.
You don't have that, Joe. You have a cool thing, but you don't have music. 8-bit
What do you
tees.
mean I don't have music? What are you talking about?
Joe has sound effects. Dial-up internet, fax machine.
I can play this anytime.
You got me there.
You
Oh
got
my
music.
god.
Oh, that's ricochet, Joe.
I think
I
Joe's
can't make it
internet
stop.
froze.
Sorry.
I
Uh-oh.
think he's. No, that's it. You stay
No.
like that.
I have to hack it, edit it, make it shorter. It's a little too long.
So anyway, yeah, Kansas Fest. Don't miss it. It's gonna be amazing.
So Javier, will you be there in
Oh
person?
hell yeah!
Joe, will
When-
you be there in
if
person?
If yes, I will be there. Hey, all I have to say about Kansas Fest is if Javier is not there, doing Retro Bright in the courtyard behind Corin Hall in the beautiful Kansas, Missouri
Beautiful.
city sun,
Kansas,
it's not
Missouri.
Kansas. Whatever. I don't know what freaking state. It's out there in the middle somewhere. And it takes me 13 hours to get there. That's all.
We
I
don't care about what
Hi,
it
Garth.
is. It's just Rockhurst, and that's it.
Yeah, rockers.
I love
Garth
I love
there.
how Garth has acknowledged that this is now my show.
Yeah.
Hey, Trina and all.
Oh, behave.
Oh,
Anyway, Kansas Fest.
we were just talking about
Retro Tech, Chris is here. Careful
Hey,
now.
Chris.
Don't get bitten.
Oh no.
he must have sensed that Compact LTE was mentioned on the stream.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
He's
His
like,
ears were burning, and now he knows why.
he's like
Kansas
Dracula.
Fest is going to be a huge deal this year.
Oh, yeah.
I hope everybody who loves the Apple III and can make it makes it out to Rockhurst University.
Oh, yeah.
It is an absolute blast. It is super fun. You get
Oh,
to
yeah.
meet all of your Apple II friends you talk to throughout the year in person and hang out and play with old computers and go to like.
You
into
heard that?
town
You
and
heard it,
have
Trina.
great
Did you hear what he just
food.
said?
It's great. It's awesome.
No, I was patting the cat. I wasn't even paying attention to what Joe was saying.
Trina's
Uh-oh.
always doing something with a pussy.
I'm
Okay,
gonna have to go back and edit this, aren't I?
that's right. Anyway,
Hmm.
it's like going
Probably.
back to school.
Oh, I was talking about a cat.
I mean, you don't have to edit it, but you might have to.
Cool beans.
Anyway,
Anything else going on with anybody we want to talk about before we round out the show tonight?
Yes, don't forget to tune in on the 18th.
Yes, the 18th.
I'm gonna
big
promote
show.
it one more time. We are doing the
18th 's gonna
first
be-
all-female version of the Trina's Retro Repair Roundup because it's my show, baby. So I get to call it Trina's Retro Repair Roundup that one
okay.
night.
Oh,
Yeah. And we're gonna have some really great guests on, including Kate of Macintosh Librarian fame, Taylor and
Librarian, love it.
Librarian?
Ooh.
Amy, Librarian.
Madam
Librarian.
Librarian,
From
Libation?
Liberia.
Fox.
libation.
From
That's
The
okay.
library.
Liberia.
Anyway, and a lot of others. Since you're all gonna make fun of
Can
me,
you drop a few more
Among
names?
others.
Can you?
Tech Ambrosia.
Uh,
She gonna be joining.
we have Tech Ambrosia. Yeah, we have Amber of Tech Ambrosia. Catherine.
Kate. Yeah.
Kate is gonna
Rita
be joining
Jones.
us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Amazing
was here
Kate.
in the,
Hopefully,
Can
she's
you
gonna
chat
wear
with
her ears.
Kate is a laugh riot. She
She's
is
amazing.
Awesome. I love her to death.
Yep.
yeah, and then Taylor and
Ooh,
Amy from Taylor and Amy also sent me another name, so
It's gonna be
she's going to
fun.
be joining us.
Yeah.
And yeah, we
Cool.
have quite the roundup. So
Good.
Awesome.
Good.
Awesome.
Not more than 12 people or 10 people at a time.
yeah, I know. Oh, I realized I was like looking
Or
at my
put
list.
him
Yeah.
I'm
Doing
lucky
the
because
camera.
I'm going to have more than 10, but I have 2 doubles.
Good.
So like I have two, like Taylor and
Double
Amy,
trouble.
and then I have a couple, like two women.
Hey, Sean.
Couple, so there's
Steve, sorry.
well, yeah, so there's going to be some extra, but
Goody.
sharing one camera. So
To answer One Bit Fever Dreams question real quick before I forget, I saw that the video was there. I haven't watched it yet. Moving on. Okay.
Joe, it's 51 hours for me.
51
drive
what?
St. John's to Kansas Fest.
Oh yeah.
It's 4,624 kilometers.
Yes.
You can
Ooh.
fly.
Yeah,
Why would
there's
you
one
fly?
thing called
It takes him
airplane.
24 hours to get to the airport.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
By boat.
My boat.
I am going by boat. That's one of the
Hi,
things.
Steve. Steve's in the background. Hi,
Steve.
Steve.
Oh, cool.
Steve's here just to go, hi, bye.
Yep.
Yeah,
As we're
exactly.
ending the stream.
He's still fixing his 840.
Yeah. Steve, you're streaming next. We want to see you fixing it. Do
We
it.
want to see you fix it, not
Groundhog
fixing
Day
it.
of computers.
We want to see it fixed by the
If
end of the
he's
stream.
fixing it,
I
then
like
it
to see him
ends
fixing
eventually.
it.
Or it doesn't
Yeah.
end. He fixes it.
Yeah,
and
but
it
but
ends.
but if he's fixing it, it could be like just part 3 of fixing, and then part 4 is still more fixing. I'm saying I want to see it fixed.
No.
Done.
8 more hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put the bunnies to work, man. That's it.
Put the bunnies to work. Yeah. Pass the hammer.
Bunnies, do your thing.
Oh, all right. Well, I think that's a good place to end it for tonight. Again, thank you to all of the wonderful people who showed up. We'll do a real keep it quick run through of everybody. Hi, I'm Joe Stroh-Snyder, Joe's Computer Museum. Go to jcm-1.com and get all the parts for the Apple III you never knew you needed. Javier, go.
Habmaster, you know where to find me. And 8-Bit Tees and Kansas Fest. That's all I gotta say.
Kansas Fest. Dave
Dave.
is frozen.
Uh-oh.
He's frozen.
His internet
really
broke
is.
again.
It's
Ron,
Ron,
please.
I was happy.
Let's
Hi,
see.
everyone. It's Ron from Ron's Computer Videos. You can find out more information about everything I'm doing, including this cool new project that I am working on with Joe to put these in his online store. But you can find more information about me at ronscompvids.com and more information about this project at vcf-1.com.
Me now?
Ryan.
Sure.
Ah, perfect.
Oh, just one more thing. No, Ryan, sorry. Go ahead.
You can find me at bitbang.social, Ryan Hayward, and Everything is Broken Garage on YouTube. We do mostly car stuff, but sometimes some tech gets there too. Over to you.
I'm John, Big Bad Biologist at bitbang.social, and YouTube is youtube.com/bigbadbench. Go to Eric.
Hey, Eric's Edge. And you can see me on YouTube at Eric's Edge Videos. And sometimes I'm on Twitter, but not much. But Mastodon at bitbang.social, Eric's Edge.
I am on YouTube at JDMCS or the channel name Justin D. Morgan. I will be live streaming 2 times this week. Tuesday, continuing on the K Pro, and Thursday, I've got some Macintosh logic boards to repair and recap.
And I'm Trina of Trina's Technobabble. You can find me here on YouTube at Trina's Technobabble and on Twitter under TechnobabbleT.
Yep.
Cool.
And that's it for Retro Repair Roundup tonight. Again, remember, in 2 weeks on the 18th, we have the super awesome female-only stream run by Trina, and it will be Trina's Retro Repair Roundup. So if you missed that show, I will personally find you and beat the crap out of you with my thing longer.
That's right.
So don't miss
Your
that
watch
show.
story?
You're not
Hey.
gonna miss us.
Wait a minute. It's good to clarify. All the hosts are women.
Yes.
Men are also allowed to watch.
Yes.
Oh,
Enjoy, take
And
part
I
in
think
the
actually they're
comments.
not all women. If I'm not mistaken, there is one non-binary as well.
Yeah,
Trina,
there is
that
one
correct?
non-binary.
My
person.
apologies.
Okay.
I missed that. My apologies. I am sorry. So make sure you watch that show, because if you don't, again, I'm going to find you and smack you in the head with this 3D printed finger on a stick. So that's it for Retro Repair Roundup. Have a good evening and say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.